Hi, welcome to your carrier update brought to you by PowerFleet. I'm Mike Vincent. He's Zach Strickland. What's going down, brother? It's the day after the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, July 4th Mageddon. So
yeah.
it was.
Is that what it was?
It's,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
it's the day after. We're waiting on, normally the proverbial peak of the summer season.
That's right.
Tender rejection rates did kind of peak out right above 25%. We talked about it last week. We expected this to happen a little bit, but I guess an interesting aspect is just how far below the rejection rates were below the March, February, like winter Mageddon.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we didn't really jump back up. And a lot of that has to do with the increasing contracted rates, et cetera. But demand as high as it ever has been up here around that 16K. We do have this drop.
Well, that's the holiday dip.
Yeah, exactly. We do have this drop, 7-day moving average. We have them around the holidays. So it does create this little troughing. But it is interesting to note that the trough it fell just about a little bit further than the Memorial Day trough. So
It did, didn't it?
So we did have a little bit of a decline there, and it'll be interesting to see when we come out of this. We normally will see a consistent falling, if you will, outside of the 4th of July.
A slide, yeah.
A slide.
There's a summer slide that usually happens,
Yeah,
right? A little bit. I mean, it's not deep, but it is a slide.
First month of a quarter, and you've got a lot of vacation still.
A lot of vacation, everybody catching a breath before they buy up everything for school and the holidays, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So 24.98% is where we sit right now for the tender rejection rate. Still 1 out of every 4 loads. Not a huge drop over the weekend. Don't really expect it to happen that quickly.
Yeah.
However, this little trend line here, it'll be interesting to see if this thing corrects really fast here over the next week, moves back down to about that 22.5% rejection rate, seemingly quick as capacity comes back online. Demand kind of falls a little bit. That's kind of the sentiment here of what may happen next.
Yeah, right? It seems like the obvious thing that you think would happen, but hey, anything but the obvious has been happening.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Let's go ahead and check out the map and see how things have changed with our weighted rejection index.
Atlanta, what happened to
the
Braves,
dropping.
man? Did they have a bad weekend? What happened?
Precipitous dropping through the Atlanta market in terms of a rejection rate. So capacity loosening significantly week over week doesn't necessarily mean that it's like all of a sudden.
It doesn't mean it's like 4% rejection.
Right.
It's still in the 20s, right?
Exactly, yeah. We were up above 31% just a few weeks ago. Now it's kind of coming back down below that 30% level. Ontario, of course, big bellwether of freight markets out there. Also showing some easing. Right around here in the middle section of the country, and it's still around the Midwest. Some action, some still increasing. Like we're still got some increasing activity.
Yeah,
in
it
terms of
wasn't like Pittsburgh and Columbus and so on were increasing through last week too, right? So they continue their upward climb.
And it may not be that they've increased significally. They're just maybe staying at a high level.
Right.
So let's go ahead and check out the next map I've got pulled up here. This is our capacity trend index. This is our new capacity trend scoring. This helps you prioritize your day. This is one that tells you.
Explain this one a little bit. This CTSCV 52.
Yeah. So these are carrier, these are van, capacity scores. The higher the number, the bluer the market, the tighter that market is. So these are similar capacity conditions in these darker shades of blue.
So, for example, deep red meaning decrease, but huge, still very, very constrained.
It's still very tight right there. Yeah. So we saw the week-over-week change with the previous map. This is the absolute capacity situation map. So this is what's happening regardless of direction or movement. So
makes sense.
You can see around here in the Midwest, we got St. Louis, Memphis, all of them showing some of the tightest markets in the country right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that's concerning because it's, we've been focused in the Southeast and now we've got a new area in the country to watch. So if you are looking for spot market activity, spot market volume, increasing rates, this is going to be.
Well, it looks like the tightest areas in the country are everywhere where there's freight right now. So that's not good if you're a shipper. But a carrier, you're in pretty good shape, right?
Exactly.
Excellent. We'll talk more and dig deeper a little later on the show.